got to realize, Ron, we're a nation not desired.
Right.
So we have to gather together. We have to bring out. See, when you said, you do this, we are different. We are members of a body. Each one of us have our own talents. So that's why God said, read it again.
Gather yourselves together.
So when we gather together and all these members come together, we're going to build a strong nation. We're going to build a strong nation that these other nations are going to live in fear of. That's what you got to realize.
That's the nation that I want, though.
That's the nation we're trying to build right now.
That's the nation that I want.
But we're following this here because that's what's showing us how to build this nation. It's not following a man. This is following God.
Right.
Give me Romans 15 and 4. Because the reason we come out here and read the Bible is because a lot of us don't have this knowledge. Right. You know, the scriptures say you have to learn from somebody.
You do.
You know what I'm saying?
In life.
So if we sit back and try to just listen here and listen there and thinking we're going to get somewhere, we ain't going to get nowhere. We actually have to go and learn under somebody. Read what you got.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
All right, read that again.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
So things in this Bible were written many, many thousands of years. But we apply them today to change the way we live. And one way that we do that is by coming out of what society deems good. Like I said, leggings used to be pantyhose. Society says these are now pants. Wear them in public. Why?
Well, us as a people, you know, the thing is you said one thing that made all sense in the world. Sheep. See, I have learned in my life there's a difference between sheep and wolf, right? Sheep have always been made to fight. This is what sheep do. See, that's the reason why I told you God didn't make me a sheep, he made me a wolf. I have never followed anyone. Yeah, I was in an organized organization before, but I always been a wolf. I have never been a sheep. I have been a sheep my entire life. I've been a wolf my entire life.
What's the characteristics of a sheep?
Sheep loves to follow. Sheep follow. See, a sheep is the usual.
A sheep is meek, is harmless. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever?
What was Christ? How was Christ? What was his whole demeanor?
I don't think Christ was a sheep.
Was he meek? Was he humble?
I don't think so.
Give me Matthew 7 and
I don't think he was
7 and 28. 7 and 28. He spoke with authority. Was he a violent person?
I don't put it this.
Because listen here. If we come out here teaching violence, what's that gonna do to our people? Because we in a society where they got all the guns, they got all the police, they got all the military. So if we come out here teaching violence, what's gonna happen? We're gonna get shut down just like the Black Panthers did.
Now, I definitely get all that, but this is the thing. Do you let them question?
Read this. We follow Christ, and this is how we shut them down. Come on.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 28.
Read out.
And it came to pass, when Jesus had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine, for he taught them as one having authority, and not as the scribes.
Read it again.
And it came to pass, when Jesus had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine.
So Christ was teaching, and they was astonished at his doctrine, how he was teaching, the knowledge that he was bringing forth to them, the understanding of God's words. Come on.
For he taught them as one having authority.
What?
Authority.
One having authority. That's how he shut things down. Don't mean just because he's saying you a sheep that you a follower. You're a follower of Christ, right? Do you follow Christ? You don't follow Christ, so you don't believe in the Bible?
My understanding of the Bible is kind of different.
What's your understanding of the Bible?
You really want to know? Okay, let me tell you why you think I told you my wife and my son is about traveling? My understanding of the Bible, to me, I've read numerous Bibles in my time. I don't have a use for her. Bible is just something I read. Okay, to me. Don't get me wrong. I respect y'all to the utmost because y'all have a unity that you don't see everywhere. I respect that part. I just don't believe in letting nobody come to save me. No one's going to come save me. When they come marching with their guns, I'm going to break out mad. See, the thing is if you come to Klan, come marching down King Drive, all of a sudden, I'm not waiting for Jesus to come get me. I'm gonna knock five from as many of them as I can before I go. I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. I sacrifice my life for what I believe.
All right, so you say you gonna jump out there and just have a shootout with them?
Definitely.
What's gonna happen to your wife?
Trust me, if they come marching through, my wife is good as dead anyway. Because if you think they're gonna leave my wife alive, here, you better take this 9 and just go and come with me.
And see, that's why I was showing you in the beginning that if you are keeping God's law, statutes, and commandments, and you do die, you'll be raised again.
Look,
you'll be back.
Like I told you.
That's what this Bible teaches us, and that's where our faith comes from. You got to realize this. So you don't believe that there's a higher being, that somebody made all this.
I believe.
We just Big Bang Theory.
I believe in God wholeheartedly. You don't get me. I want you to mistake one thing. I believe in God more than anything.
So you just don't believe He wrote this Bible?
I just don't believe that God had to do with the people that wrote it.
So you think this is a white man book?
No, I don't associate him with anyone in particular. I just don't. This is the reason why I told you about me being a wolf. I don't believe in no one. See, to me, all of those say one thing to people. To me, that is, wait for someone to come to save you.
Yeah, we the ones. We out here right now.
I mean,
Read.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10 and verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
Read it again.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
So the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Okay.
You know, because it's a bigger thing than us, right? Because just think about this, with the Black Panthers, the Young Lords, the Brown Berets, they marched out there with guns. They did all that, right? What are they at now?
See, this is the
Hold on. Just give me a...
This is the thing. For some reason, you keep thinking that I care about what happened after this life. See,
So you don't care then?
That's the whole point.
All right, keep reading.
But mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God.
So this land has a whole bunch of different things that exalt itself against the knowledge of God. And so we're here to cast all them things down. They religion, they politics, and their whole way of living that's keeping us at the bottom of society. Because that's what it's designed to do. Because we are a chosen people. Do you believe that we're greater than everybody on this earth?
Oh, I truly believe that.
Well, that's in the Bible.
I believe, see, that's what I'm saying, though. I don't want you to think that our beliefs don't somehow run parallel. It's just that my understanding of God is what I believe God gave me. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I told you, I only believe in God.
The reason we out here, right, is because we want to see our people do better, right? We can't think of ourselves as an individual. You know what I'm saying? Because God don't deal with individuals like that. He deals with us as a nation of people. Read.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you.
All right, you hear that? He said for us to gather together. And that's what we out here doing. We're out here trying to gather our people together. Read it again.
Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired.
Because you got to realize, Ron, we're a nation not desired.
Right.
So we have to gather together. We have to bring out, see, when you said, you do this, we are different. We are members of a body. Each one of us have our own talents. So that's why God said, read it again.
Gather yourselves together.
So when we gather together and all these members come together, we're going to build a strong nation. We're going to build a strong nation that these other nations are going to live in fear of. That's what you got to realize.
That's the nation that I want, though.
That's the nation we're trying to build right now.
That's the nation that I want.
But we're following this here because that's what's showing us how to build this nation. It's not following a man. This is following God, like the God you said you believe in. But what you don't truly believe in is how He say move.
Yeah, but I mean,
and that's what we out here to teach you, Ron.
I believe, I'm gonna tell you something. I believe that God speaks to me through it. I hear God all the time. I do.
You hearing God right now?
I hear God play. And God, trust me, God led me to the life that I got today.
God also led you over here today.
He definitely, everything I do with the thought of God in it, okay? There's nothing I do without. I just don't put nothing in between me and God.
Right. Exactly. Now listen to this. Read it again.
Gather yourselves together.
He gathered you over here for a reason. To help you gain some understanding. Because you're not fully listening to your wife, what she's trying to teach you, or your son. So now he brought you out here to the prophets to teach you the true way of this Bible.
That's right.
You say you believe in God. The thing is, God has instructions. Just like you had instructions for your kids when you was raising them.
Yeah.
God is your father and He has instructions.
I had instruction, but I also taught my children that there is a limit to how much instruction you need. Understand something, I have put here to guide you. When you get to a certain point in age, it's time for you to guide yourself.
Now it's time for you to teach them that they have to follow what they say to build our nation back. You heard of Black Wall Street, right? Tulsa, Oklahoma. We was a nation, we were strong because those many members of one body did what?
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
How are we not desired? We the greatest people ever walked the earth. How are we not desired?
But since you brought up Black Wall Street,
how are we not desired?
What happened to them?
Exactly. You know what happened to them? No, hold on. We're the greatest people on the earth. How are we not desired?
For that reason, right there.
Why are we not desired though?
Because people see what we could do.
I'm gonna show you why we're not desired. All right, listen.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Hey, bro, I'm trying to build with you, bro.
Y'all looking at me like a threat.
Bro, no, you good, bro. You our family.
Good, and I just see what he just did, bro.
Read.
Come on, man.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto Himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
That's one of the reasons why we're not desired. So God said, read it again.
For thou art an holy people.
So God separated us. He separated us. So in Tulsa, Oklahoma, our people separated from the other nations and they gathered together and they made a thriving city. But the other nations who didn't desire us because we was better, I think that was like maybe 50 years after slavery. We had airports, we had bus stations, restaurants, hospitals, schools. We had a whole society 50 years after slavery.
In my belief is that have we built something like that, do we build it and have the same?
That's not gonna happen today. You know why it's not gonna happen today? It's not gonna happen because we building it under this banner right here.
That's right.
The Most High God ain't gonna let that happen. As long as we keep it, get that. Hold on, read this again. You gotta listen to this. You gotta hear this, Ron. You gotta hear this. You gotta hear this. My brother, my sister, y'all married? Y'all together?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all married? All praises. Listen to this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
So holy means separate. God said you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are a separate people from everybody else. Come on.
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
He chose you, black man, Hispanic man. He chose you, black woman, Hispanic woman. He chose you over everybody else. Come on.
To be a special people.
Special. He said, I'm going to take you, I'm going to put you over here because you're special. That's why he gave us the best land, milk and honey. Come on.
unto himself above all people.
Where?
Above all people.
Below?
Above all people.
Equal?
Above all people.
We're supposed to be above all people. But because we refuse to keep God's law, statutes, and commandments, we're at the bottom of society.
Right. That's right.
You see how powerful it is for us to gather together? Because once we gather together under this umbrella, we'll all be living the same way.
Right.
It's going to stop the killing in our neighborhood. It's going to stop the drug selling in our neighborhood.
Right.
It's going to stop the single family households in our neighborhood. We'll be a nation desired.
My question is, how long is
Man, we doing this till Christ comes.
That's right.
We're going to do this till Christ comes and they put me in the dirt.
That's what I mean. That's why I said why I have the difference. Because like I told you before, I don't believe in waiting on that. I believe that if they come for me.
Give me Joshua 1 and 8.
If they come for me.
See, we ain't worried about that neither.
Come.
We ain't worried about that. But while we here, we want to build our nation. We got little princesses right here we got to look out for.
That's right.
We got our wives we got to look out here for. So we gonna teach our people to keep God's law, statutes, and commandments. Read this.
This is the book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
You hear that? Read it again.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
So this Bible, this is not going to depart out of my mouth. I'm going to come out here every Saturday to teach our people who they are according to the Bible, to bring them back to God's laws, to change the conditions of our people. We out here because we love our people. We don't get paid to come out here and do this. We do this because we servants of God. We was commanded to do this. So that's why we doing this. You supposed to be doing this. Brother, you supposed to be doing this. Brother, you supposed to be doing this. All y'all supposed to be doing this. Hold up, I'm gonna ask you a question.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
So we gonna do all that's written in this Bible. When it says gather together, we gonna gather together. When it says men don't shave your face, we ain't gonna shave our face. When it says women don't wear a dress, the women gonna wear a dress. My wife wear a dress to work every day. Every day. It's wintertime, she got her winter leggings on under her dress, under her skirt. Cause we gonna read that part again.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night, to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
For then he's gonna make our way prosperous.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.